I married outside my culture. My family said, "You're welcome to visit, but your husband isn't." I chose my husband. 26 years of being their daughter, until I married someone they didn't approve of, and suddenly I had to choose between him and them. My name is Priya Sharma. I'm 29 years old. I grew up in a traditional Indian American family. Close-knit. Lots of extended family gatherings. Cultural celebrations. Family is everything, my parents always said. We stick together always. I believed them. Then I fell in love with Marcus Chen. And suddenly, I had to choose. He's not one of us, my mother said. You're welcome at family gatherings. But he's not. My parents made it clear. I could be part of the family, or I could have my husband. Not both. 26 years of being their daughter. Erased because I married someone they didn't approve of. This is the story of choosing love over conditional acceptance and realizing my family's values only applied when I followed their rules. I grew up in a traditional Indian household in Chicago. My parents, Raj and Meena Sharma, immigrated from Gujarat in the 80s. My dad worked as an engineer. My mom taught at an elementary school. They worked hard to build a life in America, but they never forgot where they came from. We're Indian, my mother would say. That's who we are. That's what we'll always be. Our house was filled with Indian culture. We spoke Gujarati at home, ate traditional food, celebrated every Indian holiday. Diwali, Holi, Navratri, all of it. My parents were part of a large Indian community in Chicago. Dozens of families from Gujarat who'd all immigrated around the same time. They stayed close, formed their own tight-knit community. Every weekend, there was some gathering. Someone's house for dinner, a cultural event, a religious ceremony. We were always together. This is what family means, my dad would say. We support each other. We preserve our culture together. I had one sister, Anjali, 2 years younger. Growing up, Anjali and I were close. We shared a room until I went to college. Stayed up late talking. Shared secrets. We'll always be close, Anjali would say. Sisters forever. I believed her. My parents raised us to be proud of our heritage. You're American, my mother said. But you're Indian first. Never forget that. I didn't forget. I learned classical Indian dance, Bharatanatyam, spent years training, performed at cultural events. My parents were so proud. Look at Priya, they'd tell their friends. So talented, so dedicated to her culture. I wore traditional clothes to community events. Saris, salwar kameez. Learned to drape them perfectly. I spoke Gujarati fluently, cooked Indian food, followed traditions. I was the perfect Indian daughter. And I loved it. I loved being part of something bigger. Part of a culture, a community, a family. You make us so proud, my father would say. That meant everything to me. In high school, my parents' expectations became clearer. When you're ready to get married, my mother said, we'll help you find a nice Indian boy. I was 16. Marriage felt far away. Okay, Mom. Someone from a good family. Someone who understands our culture, our values. I understand. Dating is fine, but when it's time to be serious, it should be with someone appropriate. Appropriate. That word would come back to haunt me. I dated in high school. A few Indian boys from the community. Nothing serious. My parents approved. He's from a good family, they'd say. His parents are from Gujarat too. Everything was about where people were from, what community they belonged to. I went to Northwestern for college. Studied architecture. My parents were proud. Northwestern. Such a good school. In college, I met different people. People from all backgrounds. All cultures. It was liberating. For the first time, I wasn't just the Indian girl. I was Priya. I made friends from everywhere. China, Mexico, Nigeria, Korea, Italy. My world expanded. But I still came home for holidays. Still participated in cultural events. Still was the dutiful daughter. Priya's doing so well, my mother would tell relatives. Top of her class. And she still comes to all our events. She hasn't forgotten where she's from. I hadn't forgotten. But I was starting to see there was more to the world than just our community. After college, I got a job at an architecture firm in Chicago. That's where I met Marcus Chen. He was an architect. 28. Chinese American. Second generation like me. His parents had immigrated from Taiwan in the 70s. We worked on a project together. A new community center in Chinatown. He was brilliant, creative, kind. We started having lunch together, talking about design, about life. My parents are very traditional, he told me one day. They want me to marry a Chinese girl. But I don't know. I think love is love. I agreed. My parents are the same. Everything is about marrying within the community. It's a lot of pressure. It is. We became friends. Then more than friends. I was 25 when Marcus asked me out. I know we're from different backgrounds, he said. But I really like you. Would you want to go to dinner? I said yes. We dated quietly at first. Didn't tell our families. It felt safer that way. Marcus was everything I wanted. Smart, ambitious, kind, respectful. He understood the pressure of being second generation, of balancing two cultures. My parents want me to be American, he said. But also never forget I'm Chinese. It's impossible. I know exactly what you mean. We got each other. After 6 months, I knew I loved him. After a year, I knew I wanted to marry him. But I was terrified to tell my parents. I waited until I was 26. Marcus and I had been dating for a year and a half. I couldn't hide it anymore. I told my parents over dinner at their house. I'm seeing someone. My mother's eyes lit up. Oh, who is he? Do we know his family? His name is Marcus. Marcus Chen. Silence. Chen, my father said. That's Chinese. Yes, he's Chinese American. His family is from Taiwan. My mother's face fell. Oh. Justo. He's wonderful, I said quickly. He's an architect. We work together. He's kind, respectful. I really love him. My father set down his fork. Priya, you know how we feel about this. About what? About marrying outside our community. We're not getting married. We're just dating. Dating leads to marriage. And we've always said Indian with Indian. That's how it should be. Why? My mother looked shocked. Because that's our culture. Our values. Our way of life. Marcus has values too. His family is traditional too. But not our tradition. Not our values. They're similar. Both our families value education. Hard work. Family. It's not the same, my father said. Indian culture is different. We need to preserve it. By only marrying other Indians? Yes, that's how we keep our heritage alive. I felt something break inside me. What if I love him? Then you need to think about what's more important. Your family and your culture, or your feelings for this boy. This boy, Marcus, was a man. A successful architect. A good person. But to my parents, he was just this boy who wasn't Indian. I left dinner upset. Called Marcus. I told them. How did it go? Not well. I'm sorry. They think I should only date Indian guys. My parents think I should only date Chinese girls. Maybe they'll come around. But they didn't. Over the next few months, my parents made their disapproval clear. Have you stopped seeing that boy? My mother would ask. His name is Marcus. And no. Priya, you're making a mistake. I love him, Mom. Love isn't enough. Culture matters. Community matters. He has culture. He has community. Not ours. That was the key. Not ours. I brought Marcus to a family gathering. A cousin's wedding. My parents were polite but cold. Hello, Marcus, my mother said. Didn't smile. Marcus brought a gift. A beautiful set of teacups. Thank you for having me. My mother took them. Said thank you. Put them aside. Didn't use them. I noticed later she'd donated them. At the wedding, my relatives were curious. Who's this? My aunts would ask. This is Marcus. My boyfriend. Forced smiles. Oh, how nice. Then they'd turn to my mother. Meena, is this serious? My mother would shake her head slightly. Just a phase. A phase. Like I was going through some temporary rebellion. Marcus noticed. Your family doesn't like me, he said on the drive home. They don't know you yet. They don't want to know me. I'm not Indian. That's all they see. He was right. When I was 27, Marcus proposed. We were at Lincoln Park. Sunset. Beautiful. I love you, he said. I want to spend my life with you. Will you marry me? I said yes. I was thrilled. Terrified. But thrilled. I called my parents the next day. Marcus proposed. We're engaged. Silence. Mom? Did you hear me? I heard you. Aren't you happy for me? Priya, we need to talk. Come over. I went over that evening. Marcus offered to come. I said no. This conversation needed to happen alone. My parents sat me down at the dining table. The same table where we'd had 1,000 family meals. Priya, my father said, we can't support this marriage. The words hit me. What? You're making a mistake. This boy. Marcus. His name is Marcus. Marcus. He's not part of our culture. Our community. This marriage will be difficult. All marriages are difficult. This will be more difficult. Cultural differences. Family differences. How will you raise children? We'll figure it out. You're being naive. My mother spoke. We've talked to the family. The community. Everyone agrees. This is wrong. You talked to the community before talking to me? They're concerned. Everyone is concerned. About what? About you losing your culture. Your identity. Your heritage. I'm not losing anything. I'm gaining a partner. A partner who will pull you away from us. He's not pulling me anywhere. I love him. My father leaned forward. If you marry him, things will change. What does that mean? It means we can't support this. We can't celebrate it. We can't pretend we approve. You don't have to approve. Just accept it. Accept him. We can't. Tears in my eyes. So what? You'll disown me. No. You're our daughter. But Marcus, he can't be part of our family. He's going to be my husband. That's your choice. But he won't be welcomed at family events, family gatherings, cultural celebrations. You're joking. We're not. It's too uncomfortable. For us. For the family. It's easier if you come alone. Easier for who? For everyone. I stood up. I'm not coming to family events without my husband. Then you're choosing him over your family. You're making me choose. No. You're choosing by marrying outside your culture. I left. Drove to Marcus's apartment. Cried for hours. What did they say? He asked. I told him everything. He held me. We don't have to get married. If it means losing your family. No. I love you. I want to marry you. But your family. They're the ones choosing. Not me. They're saying they won't accept you. That's their choice. I don't want to come between you and your family. You're not. They're creating this division. Not you. But it hurt. God, it hurt. We planned the wedding for the following year. I wanted to honor both our cultures. Indian and Chinese elements. A fusion. Marcus's parents were supportive. We want you both to feel represented. This is your day. My parents were not. If you're going to have Chinese traditions, we can't participate, my mother said. Why not? Because this is supposed to be an Indian wedding. You're Indian. And Marcus is Chinese. The wedding should reflect both of us. Then it won't be a real Indian wedding. It'll be our wedding. That's what matters. My mother shook her head. What will people say? I don't care what people say. We do. Our reputation in the community matters. More than your daughter's happiness? She didn't answer. We planned the wedding anyway. A ceremony that included both Indian and Chinese elements. A Hindu ceremony followed by a Chinese tea ceremony. Indian food and Chinese food. Both traditional outfits. Both families' customs. It was beautiful. My parents came, but they made their disapproval clear. They sat stone-faced through the Chinese tea ceremony. Didn't participate when Marcus's parents invited them. In photos, they didn't smile. Just stood there. Rigid. My aunts and uncles whispered. I could see them. After the wedding, Anjali pulled me aside. Priya, you're embarrassing the family. By getting married? By making such a spectacle. This isn't how we do things. This is how Marcus and I do things. You're being selfish. I'm honoring both our cultures. You're diluting ours. That word. Diluting. Like culture was some pure substance that got weaker if you mixed it with anything else. After the wedding, things got worse. Family gatherings where Marcus wasn't invited. It's just family, my mother would say. Come alone. Marcus is my family now. You know what I mean. Blood family. So my husband isn't family? It's easier if he doesn't come. People are uncomfortable. Let them be uncomfortable. That's their problem. Priya, please. Just come alone. It's easier for everyone. I stopped going. Holidays became a nightmare. Diwali. Just come for dinner, beta. Marcus can stay home. No. We'll celebrate together. At our place. You're breaking tradition. You're excluding my husband. My mother would cry. You're choosing him over us. You're making me choose. But she didn't see it that way. Anjali got engaged when I was 27. To a guy named Rohan. Indian. From Gujarat. From our community. My parents were thrilled. They threw an elaborate engagement party. Rented a hall. Invited 200 people. I wasn't involved in the planning. I received an invitation in the mail. Like a guest. Not family. The invitation said adults only. I called my mother. Adults only? Yes. We wanted to keep it intimate. I'm an adult. I mean, no plus ones. No spouses. No spouses? Anjali is literally getting engaged. No spouses from outside the community. It's a cultural event. Marcus is my husband. And he wouldn't understand the traditions. It's better if you come alone. Are Rohan's brothers bringing their wives? They're all Indian. They're all part of the community. So Marcus is specifically being excluded. He's not being excluded. He's just not invited. That's the definition of excluded. Priya, please don't make this difficult. This is Anjali's day. Can't you just come alone? No. Why are you being so stubborn? Why are you being so discriminatory? It's not discrimination. It's culture. I didn't go to the engagement party. Anjali called me furious. You missed my engagement party. I wasn't welcome. Neither was my husband. You were invited. Marcus wasn't. So I didn't come. This is my engagement. You're my sister. You should have been there. You could have made sure Marcus was invited. Why? It's an Indian event. He's not Indian. He's my husband. And you're being ridiculous. You could have come alone for one event. No, I couldn't. You're choosing him over me. Over the family. The family is choosing to exclude him. I'm just responding to that. She hung up. My parents stopped calling for a few months. Then my mother texted. We miss you. Please come to dinner. Just you. With Marcus. No, just you. Can't you give us that? Can't you accept my husband? No response. I started spending holidays with Marcus's family. His parents were warm, welcoming, kind. You're part of our family now, Marcus's mother told me. We're so happy Marcus found you. They included me in everything, taught me Chinese traditions, welcomed me completely. No conditions. No, you're welcome, but your husband isn't. Just acceptance. It made me realize how conditional my own family's love had always been. They loved me when I followed their rules, when I dated Indian boys, when I performed at cultural events, when I was the perfect Indian daughter. But when I chose my own path, their love disappeared. When I was 28, my grandmother passed away, my father's mother. I'd been close to her growing up. She'd taught me to cook, to speak Gujarati, to appreciate our culture. I went to the funeral. Marcus came with me. My family was cold, polite but cold. At the reception after the funeral, my relatives gathered. My uncle gave a speech. Grandma was proud of her family, her grandchildren who stayed true to their heritage. He listed Anjali, my cousins, all the grandchildren who'd married Indian people. Didn't mention me. I stood there, invisible. After the reception, my mother came over. Priya, can we talk? Okay. I know things have been difficult, but family is family. Can't we move past this? Move past what? You excluding Marcus. He's not being excluded. He's here. He's tolerated, not welcomed. There's a difference. We're trying. Are you? Because it doesn't feel like it. What do you want from us? I want you to accept my husband. Invite him to events. Treat him like family. Like you treat Rohan. Rohan is different. How? He's Indian. He understands our culture. Marcus understands culture. Just not yours. Exactly. That's the problem. The problem is your prejudice. My mother's face hardened. It's not prejudice. It's preservation. Of our culture. Our identity. At the expense of your daughter. You're the one who chose to leave. I didn't leave. You pushed me out. By not accepting someone who doesn't share our values. He shares plenty of our values. Respect. Family. Hard work. Education. But not our culture. So culture matters more than me? She didn't answer. That's when I knew. I was only valuable to them when I conformed. When I followed their rules. When I married who they wanted me to marry. My happiness didn't matter. My love didn't matter. My choice didn't matter. Only their idea of culture mattered. I went low contact after that. Stopped going to family events. Stopped calling weekly. Stopped trying. My parents sent texts. We miss you. When will you visit? When Marcus is welcome. Why do you have to be so difficult? Why do you have to be so close-minded? Anjali got married a year later. Big traditional Indian wedding. 300 guests. Marcus and I were invited. With a note, please be respectful of our traditions. Like we weren't already respectful. We went. Sat in the back. Watched Anjali marry Rohan. It was beautiful. Traditional. Everything my parents wanted. During the reception, my mother came over. See? This is what a wedding should be. Traditional. Proper. This is what Anjali wanted. My wedding was what I wanted. Your wedding was a compromise. My wedding was a celebration of two cultures. It was confusing. It was beautiful. We didn't talk the rest of the night. That was 6 months ago. I'm 29 now. Marcus is 31. We're happy. Building a life together. His family is wonderful. They've embraced me completely. My family sends occasional texts, birthday wishes, holiday greetings. Always addressed to just me. Never Priya and Marcus. Just Priya. Like Marcus doesn't exist. I respond politely. Keep them at arm's length. People ask if I regret marrying Marcus. Never. Not for a second. People ask if I regret cutting off my family. I didn't cut them off. They cut me off when they refused to accept my husband. I just stopped pretending it was okay. My parents wanted me to choose. Family or Marcus. I chose Marcus. Because he's my family now. And his family is my family. The family I was born into loved me conditionally. Based on obedience. On conformity. The family I married into loves me unconditionally. Based on who I am. That's real love. I miss parts of my old life. The celebrations. The culture. The closeness. But I don't miss the conditions. The judgment. The exclusion. Marcus and I are building our own traditions now. Mixing Indian and Chinese customs. Creating something new. Something that honors both our backgrounds without erasing either. When we have kids, they'll know both cultures. Both languages. Both traditions. And they'll know that love isn't conditional. That family means acceptance, not conformity. That you can't claim family is everything and then exclude the person your child chose to love. My parents chose tradition over me. I chose love over their conditions. I don't regret it. Have you ever been forced to choose between your family and your partner? Have you ever been excluded from family events because of who you married? Have you ever had family claim they love you while refusing to accept your choices? Share your experience in the comments. Sometimes the family that demands loyalty offers none in return. If you believe that love means accepting people's choices, that family should support you unconditionally, that you can't exclude someone's spouse from family events and expect them to keep showing up, hit that like button and subscribe. Because you can't tell your daughter that family is everything then refuse to accept the family she's building. That's not love. That's control.